All right, so we've got this confession, and it's got me thinking. It's about, those little office pranks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, someone messing with their boss's coffee.
Yeah.
But not just any coffee, right? This is right before a big presentation.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the stakes are high.
Exactly. And that's what makes this deep dive so interesting, right?
Yeah.
So we're dealing with workplace humor, but with a bit of an edge.
Definitely. Most of us have probably seen or even pulled a harmless prank in the office.
Right, like stapler and jello, that kind of cute.
Exactly. But this is different. This is someone messing with their boss's caffeine right before they have to be at the top of their game.
Yeah, talk about a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Imagine the pressure of a big presentation, needing that caffeine boost.
And then, bam, you get hit with decaf.
Oof, I can only imagine the boss's reaction.
I mean, think about it. This could have completely derailed the presentation, rambling, losing their train of thought, the whole 9 yards.
Absolutely. And it wouldn't just be embarrassing, it could actually impact the entire team, the project, everything.
Yeah. High stakes indeed.
So what on earth would make someone do this?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, is it revenge? Boredom? A cry for attention?
Yeah, or maybe a bit of all of those things.
It's hard to say for sure, but what strikes me is how the confession is written. It's very casual, almost like they're
Yeah.
bragging about it.
Right. And they admit to feeling afraid afterward, but there's this weird sense of pride there, too.
Exactly, and I think that tells us something about the psychology of confession. Sometimes it's not about making amends, it's about unburdening yourself, getting it off your chest.
Or even seeking validation, right? Like, can you believe I did this?
Absolutely. Maybe even hoping others will find it as funny as they did, connect over that shared thrill.
So it might not be about revenge or a cry for attention, but more about the rush and then sharing that experience, the story.
Right. But here's the cliffhanger. The confession doesn't mention the aftermath.
Oh, you're right. Did the boss ever figure out what happened?
And was the presentation a train wreck? Did they manage to pull it off? We just don't know.
It's like a story with the last page ripped out. Did they get away with it, or is it a total disaster?
It's that unresolved tension that really makes this so interesting to unpack.
It really does. And it makes you think, what would you do in that situation?
Right. Would you risk your job, your team's success, all for a laugh? Or are some lines, like that boss-employee dynamic, just too sacred to cross?
It's a question we might never know the answer to, at least not with this confession.
True, but it certainly gets you thinking about workplace dynamics, humor, and the potential consequences of our actions.
It really does make you think twice about that next office prank.